Hello everyone, welcome to yet another session with Be Money Wiser. Now, this mainly goes out to the ladies out there, though it's something that can also happen to the gentlemen. Impulsive spending. Let's listen to these experiences and see how we can be a little bit wiser, even as we want to acquire the nicer things in life. Let's listen to this.
My name is Nakalimbi Flavia. I'm above 35 years old and I'm a social worker. My first experience via saving, because I had no saving culture with me. I had a team of 5 girls that I used to work with, and we could all slope down downtown, then we bought taxis going back to our homes. My first experience was that I was so much looking forward to getting this salary, and I also informed my mom. She was so much excited about that. I don't come from a well-to-do family. Most of the support was from my mom that supported me in my education. So when I graduated, she was looking forward to seeing me being employed and having this salary, basically having a better life. So she was looking so much forward to my first salary. So time came when I got my salary, and then that day, because I wasn't paid by check, I was paid by cash. I happened to slope down town with my friends. Guess what happened? Started buying all sorts of nice stuff, whatever could come my way. Something that could please me, I could just buy. So I ended up, what I remember having ended up with, I had 20,000 shillings only in my pocket. I had spent all my salary in buying those unplanned for things. I call them unplanned for things. Unnecessary things. Wants and not needs. Yeah, so basically I went back home, and when I reached home, my mom was so much excited because she knew that was the day I was going to get my salary. So when she saw me, she was so much excited. She's like, Flavia, where is your salary? And I told her, what? And she told me, where is your salary? I said, oh, I bought some good stuff. I think I should show you. I remember she was not so much happy seeing what I showed her. And she told me, since from then, you need to sit down and plan for your salary. And she also gave me a very big responsibility of paying for the electricity and water bills at home. Ever since then, I'm the one paying those bills at home. It's a responsibility. What is my advice to the young people out there? Before, I know it is so exciting to get this money. So much exciting, and most of you out there are just looking forward to this first salary that you're going to get. But you need to sit down and plan. Get someone to advise you, someone older than you, to sit down and plan with you. If at all we don't plan, things really don't end up being well. We have 2 words that are very, very much important in life that I really wanted the young people out there to know. One is the need, the other one is the want. A need is something that is very, very important in our lives that we cannot live without. And the want is something that we would wish to have, but we can live without it.
My name is Arni Torigendo. I am one of the founders of the Paper Publications Limited, which is a company that produces the Royal Paper newspaper, Uganda's most influential newspaper. My first good money, about 10 million shillings, I used all of it to buy a vehicle so that I can go and pause in the village, and also show my mother that I have been driving as well. And that decision has had an impact on me. First of all, it has had both a tactical and a strategic impact. Why? Because it was driven by tactical excitement instead of strategic thinking. Tactically, because I got excited and consumed all the money in a car that was not adding really serious value. It was instead depleting value in terms of value, and therefore I wouldn't think it should have been an investment. Strategically, because probably I should have gone for a smaller version of means of transport, probably a motorcycle, and then invested the rest of the money in a plot in an upcoming area where probably I would have eventually realized profit out of that investment. Now, the lesson I think I have learned from this, and the lesson out of this is that it's not necessary, especially when you're very young, it's not necessary really to get that so much excitement. I know there is that moment when we want to prove a point, but we forget that the world is not just ending tomorrow. We still have a lot of time on our hands. Imagine that's just 20 years ago. So if I had bought a plot probably around Kawempe or 4 million shillings around that time in 2001, today it could be about 600 million shillings or more, or even a billion shillings. Why? Because of the advantage of time. When you're young, you have the advantage of time. So I think the lesson is basically that think strategically. Don't think tactically in short term. There's no need to be excited. There's time for excitement in future, especially when we have grown up and grown our businesses and protected them from consumerism. And I think that is the biggest lesson I have learned from that.
So as you can see, stuff may not be that easy. Much as we come up with all our plans, all our targets, all our aspirations in life, and we align our monies to achieving something specific in our life, there are those instances where you end up spending on things that we had not planned for. Now, if I take the example of Rugendo and what he went through, this gentleman had got a big deal. He had got a killing, and the first thing that came to mind was, let me buy a nice car, which is okay. Why not? If you've worked hard, why not? You can get a nice car.
I like the way Teoda started by saying this episode goes to the ladies, but you know it's definitely you, the ladies, that make us spend.
That make the guys spend.
Yes.
Not on impulse. Impulse is personal. And it's a personal decision.
And you know how impulsive we are near to the ladies.
Yes.
We can spend anywhere we are, but I really believe that this topic cuts across, like we saw Mr. Rugendo's story and other people. Mostly when people are getting their first take home, their first salaries. What do you put in place to help you be able to spend your money wisely? Do you put up a plan before getting the money? Or you first wait to get the money, it is in your hands, and you start thinking, so what should I do?
Yeah, you can be on fire. The money has come in, you just want to spend it.
During my Essex vacation, I worked in a supermarket, and these were the common mistakes people would make. One, to avoid, make a shopping list and follow it and respect it. Number two, socially, do not be influenced by your friends. Like an example of Fravia, she went downtown with her friends and ended up spending the salary, and the mom expected a lot, but the money was no more. Rent is one of the common ones. Stay within your means. Don't borrow to shop. Don't borrow your expenses. Don't borrow to spend on yourself. Are we together? Those are the common things. And the common one that is very new now is shopping on internet. Online shopping is very good.
Everything is easy. You just click a button and your account is empty.
I think the best way to avoid all that is to make sure that you have a budget in place. Before the money comes in, you know that this is what I'm going to spend. Probably I'm going to buy a new dress. I know this money is going to my rent, and it brings me to the point of having responsibility. Like you see, Flavia was able to stabilize after the mom gave her some responsibilities to pay bills at home. So when someone has such kind of responsibilities, they know that my money is going here, my money is going the other side. I don't care what you're going to put on your shopping list.
Yes.
Because yes, you can make the shopping list, but all that you're making is out of your budget.
Yes.
So as long as you have a plan that is going to help you have a budget,
which is the budget,
yes,
you plan for every money that you have before it goes out of your life.
Exactly.
So all in all, let's listen to our tip from Be Money Wiser, one of the 100 ways to be money wiser, and it states,
I hope this quote helps you not to spend on impulse. And now I want to speak to the brothers. Alex, the moment you take someone for dinner, the moment you take someone for a brunch, and you don't have a budget for that, I don't know what's wrong with guys. You go to take someone out and you end up even going to withdraw money on your ATM.
But guys are wise that they can ask you, which soda do you want? They don't leave it open. That which drink will you have? So be a little bit wiser.
Very few can do that.
Yes.
Many of them want to impress. They want to show you that they've got it all. So that is a very big mistake. I think if you're taking someone out, it will be wise for them to know what your budget is.
Yes.
By the time they are making orders, they know that our budget is in this kind of.
And the common trick I use, I take them to a place I've been to. I know the price tags, I know the nitty-gritties, so that I'm not embarrassed, but still I live within my means. And I run the show. I indirectly show you, by the way, this is within your order. I am not telling you to order for water, but I'm showing you the direction that here we
let
are.
us stop trying to improve people as far as spending is concerned. Share with us any experience you've had, or if you've been one of the impulsive spenders, tell us what happened exactly and how were you able to avoid that. Meet you next time. This has been Money Wiser.